Welcome to the TubeBuddy live stream. It's Wednesday, and today we're going to be talking about how to get sponsors on YouTube. You are going to hear content that you have never heard before on this channel from me. I'm going to be sharing my very special insights on how you can target the correct sponsors for your channel, reach out to them effectively, and pitch them a deal that will turn them into a revenue stream for your channel. If that's the kind of thing you want to learn to grow your channel, say heck yes in the comment section right now and join us. It's TubeBuddy Live. I'm Owen Video. What's up, everybody? How you doing out there? It's Owen Video. First time on the TubeBuddy stream since like the Vid Summit and video marketing world. It's been a crazy last quarter, and November was the month of female streamers. We had all these new faces coming up on the TubeBuddy channel, and I'm just so excited to see the growth and the depth and the development that's coming from so many of you creators out there. Hey, if you're in San Diego, Orange County, or even the Los Angeles and Temecula areas, I want to invite you to come hang out with me, Andrew, Phil, and the TubeBuddy crew, along with other San Diego YouTubers, as we get together for the first ever TubeBuddy Work Jam. We're going to get together tomorrow night. That's Thursday night from 6 to 8 p.m. at the TubeBuddy headquarters. We're going to share with you guys the best tips and tricks for 2019 to get your channel humming. We're going to have a good time. So if you're in the San Diego area, be sure to check all that out. Who's ready to talk sponsorships? Want to say what's up to Simple Lee Beth? Air 5 to you. That's rad, Simple Lee Beth. Simple Lee just joined me on the Owen Video podcast, and now she's over here. Greenlight ADFW is logging in. Lilytree, Peak Guru Record, Ami Review Walla, Kathy Fit is here again. Andrew Can is here again. And we've got so many of you advertisers or so many of you creators out there. Daniel Batal, who's cracking me up on all sorts of different networks, is saying, I'd like to advertise how devastatingly handsome Nick Nimmin is. Look, that's 100% true, right? If this was church, I'd say amen. You know what I'm saying? Nick is like an 8 on the Clooney scale. In fact, I wish you guys, I'll probably mess it up. I got this beautiful picture of Nick sitting on my computer right now. Check this out. Look at that beautiful. Can you guys even see it? Can you see that beautiful picture of Nick? Oh my gosh, these guys just. So I'm sitting looking at that, right? While I'm doing this show for you guys, and I love everything about it. So hey, look, are you trying to get sponsors for your channel? If you are, say yes in the comment section. Say something like sponsor. If you're trying to get sponsors for your channel, write something like sponsor right in the comment section below. If you think you're too small to get sponsors, type too small in the comment section. So those of you that want sponsors, say you can get sponsors. Hey, Therese, my love, can you bring me a pen? I'm out of pen. You guys are going to see me looking for a pen until I find it. So I might as well just ask her. Oh, wait. Hey, we found the pen. I found it. Thank you so much. Let's see. So we got some bromance with Nick and Daniel. Looking forward to the live stream. Thanks, Christo Fix. Glad you're here. Hey, folks, if you want to ask questions about sponsorships or go more in depth, this is something that I'm really, really talented at. Okay, I've been getting sponsors for my channel. No, you're like, what? No, seriously. Okay, I've been getting sponsors for my channel since like 6,000 subs. I mean, and that's just when I realized I had 6,000 subs. It is so essential for you to be looking at sponsorship opportunities at varying levels. Look, if you've got even a small audience base, but you can get, like if you have a small subscriber base, couple hundred subscribers, but they're vibrant and they're active, you can look for small sponsors. Maybe a local business in your area, maybe a solopreneur that is in your community, right? You can create these great maybe collaborations and sponsorship programs. The first thing I want you to do is open up your thinking, and I want you to look at the video screen right now, and I want you to say, I am good enough to get sponsors. Say it right now. There you go. Say it again. I am good enough to get sponsors. Look, I believe this with all my heart, and I believe that businesses like mine and like others are looking for sponsorship opportunities in the YouTube and the video creator space. In fact, I know of it because I'm invited to all the conferences and the phone calls about this type of thing. The biggest issue that business owners face and brands in sponsoring you is you're unclear in how you package yourself. Okay? You're unclear in how you package yourself, right? You don't know how much to charge. You don't know like what the package should be. You don't know where most of you guys think a sponsorship is like unboxing a product, right? But it's so much more than that, right? A sponsor can be, don't even have to mention the sponsor in your video, but you could give them a lower third. You could have a lower third sponsor. In fact, I was talking with a guy named Jay Bear who runs some of the biggest companies in social media, and he's wearing a holiday blazer. Actually, he was wearing like a golf blazer. It's like really cool and plaid. And he says to me, we were just chatting. We were about to do an interview, and we were just chatting. He goes, you know, I should get a blazer sponsor because he's always wearing these phenomenal blazers. And I think it's a great idea. You could find clothing sponsors for your channel. Okay, so you have got the reason that you don't have sponsors, first of all, is because you haven't really presented yourself as sponsor worthy. These companies don't know what to do. You have to walk them through the process. And what I'm going to cover with you today are 5 steps that you can implement today, right now, today, to find sponsors and close them on package deals. Okay, so we're going to talk about those things today. And we're going to get started, right now. I'm just going to take notes and looking at our audience who's here today. Harley Pebble is logging in. Hey, by the way, guys, the YouTube TubeBuddy year in review is out now. Andrew pasted the link. If you want to get a cool video that animates your whole end of the year, it would be great too. You can click on that link and you can do that. I'm going to skip down to the end. Kathy Fit is saying, love the Christmas jacket. That's right, guys. I'm jolly this time of year. Dan Norton says, I love how casually Owen mentions he was hanging out with Jay Bear. That's marketing, my friend. That's marketing. Yes. I was hanging out the other day with Trump. Well, DT. And we were talking about, that's part of the thing, And in my mind, Dan Norton, I'm thinking like, let me see if I can cut this part out and like advertise it so Jay Bear sees it in the newsfeed. Always thinking. The ADS agency is out there. Dr. Stan is saying hello, everybody. Two Chooks is saying, I'm loving the free upgrade. That's awesome. Mixed Family Blessings vlog channel. Videos like this are so helpful to small YouTubers. Awesome. The Tana Does Tech says the lower third sponsor is a good one. Guys, not only a lower third sponsor, how about a bumper sponsor, right? So when your show opens, it's like, welcome to TubeBuddy Live. Brought to you by right? All sorts of different ways that you can use sponsors. And you can charge $30. You can charge $100. You can charge $10,000. You've got to know what you're selling and how to sell. And we're going to talk about that today. I'm just looking to see who is out there. Love having you guys on the show. We got 53 watching now. Be sure to share this video on Twitter. And let's invite our friends to come join us. Okay, so let's talk about the 5 steps to getting sponsorships for your channel. Now, again, just to reiterate, guys, I've been getting sponsorships on my channel since the very, very beginning. And I'm not even like a creator, right? I'm a business owner, entrepreneur, and I use YouTube as a primary marketing tool. I've got about 44,000 subscribers. Not highly engaged, okay? But we're creating video for a very targeted niche, and we've got some videos out there that sell products, right? So when we promote, for example, on my call the other day, we promoted a website design company, like 7 people bought it. So when you have a small audience, but they will actually click on links and subscribe to things, you have an audience that can be sponsor worthy. So I want you to go into this conversation thinking about this first of all. Okay, this is a big one because I won't say their names, but I've worked with big YouTubers. on helping them to get sponsors. And they all have the same big problem, okay? You have to think of yourself like a product. You do. And I know, I'm sorry. I know the artist in you is probably just like going crazy, right? The artist in you is like, I'm not a product, I'm a creator. I get that. But when you start to ask for money for the content you create, the world, the sponsor, thinks of that like a product purchase. And they think, what am I getting for how much? You have to think of yourself not as this groundbreaking revolutionary artist that you are, and that works to create audience. But when you go out to reach sponsors, okay, you have to think of yourself as a product. And we call this packaging. We call this productizing, okay? And what that means is that you're taking who you are and what you do, and you're chunking it down into easy to understand giblets, right? Or niblets. How many of you guys, by the way, eat the giblets? Eat like the turkey neck and the kidney and those things. I could never get into it. Seeing a lot of great people. Crypto Cruisin' is here. Launchpad is here. Fit Mama Tata. Okay, so Fit Mama Tata is saying, think of yourself as a product even though I'm not selling anything. If you're getting sponsors, you are selling something, okay? You are going to create a video, right? They're going to buy, they're going to pay you, and you're going to create 1, 2, 3 videos that you're selling to them. Okay, see this I think that demonstrates, Fit Mama, the mindset change I want you guys to think about, right? When you're creating and when you're building audience and when you're logging into TubeBuddy or Nick Nimmin or my channel or Brian G. Johnson's, you are a creative genius. Let nobody take that away from you, okay? Like my life is made better by the people in this audience because of your creative energy, your creative spirit, and your go-get-it attitude, okay? But when you are presenting yourself to a sponsor, you have got to package yourself the way a product is packaged, right? I'm trying to think of, like, when you buy something off the shelf at a store, it's in a product package. That's what you're getting for that price. That's the way you have to present, okay, your sponsorship packages to the brands that you select. The number 2 thing I want you to think about is that hang on, I'm trying to scroll the page here. The number 2 thing I want you to think about is that not everyone is a good sponsor for you, okay? Not everyone is a good sponsor for you. So I see a lot of you guys saying that I'm too small, right? If you think you're too small to get sponsors, write too small in the comment section. If you're actively trying to get sponsors, write sponsors in the comment. I'd love to know who I'm talking to. Leonard Correa is saying mindset. Dude, mindset is everything. You have to flip the script, and it's a very hard thing to do, right? That's why we're doing this call today, because it's a very hard thing to do. I'm going to show you guys 5 ways to think so that you can package yourself rather systematically. And I actually want to bring up I'm going to bring this up. I want to bring up the success of my friend B-Leaf Melanin at B-Leaf and Fatherhood. He's on YouTube right now. In fact, if some of you guys want to cruise and check out his channel, check out B-Leaf Melanin's channel. Over 100,000 subs. And I remember I met him maybe a year ago, and the conversation was, I need more sponsors. The problem with him was that he isn't good at those negotiating conversations. He's not good at those negotiating conversations. How many of you guys like to negotiate and sell, right? Put sell yes or sell no in the comment section. Do you like to sell? I do. I love selling. Because selling to me isn't cheesy. It's how technology and progression happens, right? I like selling, so I would put sell yes. But if you just really don't like it, that's totally okay. Put sell no. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. See, with B-Leaf, he didn't want to sell too much. It wasn't his strength. His strength was in creating. So what he did was develop a system whereby someone else takes the sponsorship emails, runs them through a filter, and then he gets the deal. And let me tell you guys, he's blowing up. He's blowing up because he has a program in place. Okay, so I want to see you guys understanding that when you're talking about yourself as a sponsor, you've got to package yourself like a product. Okay, and when you're thinking about who you can sponsor with, remember that not everybody is a sponsor. And I'll tell you, I've got Dr. Sten Ekberg out there. I've got Paul Peck Drywall. If you are a business and you are creating YouTube channels, YouTube videos, you can be sponsored. Guys, I have videos that are sponsored by GetResponse. I have videos that are sponsored by ClickMeeting. I've got videos that are sponsored by HelloSign. I mean, I've signed up tons of different apps and development companies. BeLive sponsors some of the work that I do. Okay, so Paul Peck, you're doing drywall. There's no reason that you couldn't be sponsored by drywall companies that want you to use their products, their tools in your videos. All you have to do is reach out to them, the right sponsor, like you're a product, and I bet you their media team will be all over it. They'll at least want the conversation. I'm going to tell you guys how to get those conversations today. Okay. Yes, it's true. Leonardo is saying, yes, it's true, but I cannot. Steve Believe Guitar. Love the name, saying first time seeing Owen. Glad you're here. Doc Rock. What do you do, Doc Rock? Is saying, I could sell ice and igloos to Eskimos. That's my man. I love to hear that kind of stuff. And if you've got a question for me, fill out the Google form. We'll get to your question shortly. Andrew, can you send me a link to the back end of that Google form? I know that I have it. In fact, I may have it over here in forms.google.com. But just for ease of access, if you could get that over to me. Okay, so guys, the first rule of getting sponsors for your channel is this. Number one, make a list of potential sponsors, people that you would like to have sponsor your channel. That's the very first thing I want you to do, okay, is make a list. Make a list, okay, of those companies you want to work in a sponsorship deal with. And if it's helpful to you, okay, if it's helpful to you, I want you to think of your list in 3 different categories. Number one is the ultimate people, right? Who are the ultimate people you want to sponsor your channel? GoPro, Hershey Bar, Pampers, right? If you're a family vlog. In fact, guys, tell me what your channel's all about in the comment section, right? Is it comedy? Is it tutorials? Is it hobby? Is it vlogging? I'd love to hear from you guys on what that is. Make a list, right? If you're doing an automotive channel like my buddy RJ Contreras, Raul, hey buddy, glad you're out there, or hope you're out there, I should say. You know, you want to be making a list of car parts and auto enhancement accessory companies, right? You want to make a list of like the big cheeses, right? Who are the big names? What you're going to do, those are going to go on your bucket list. You are not going to reach out to those people right now, okay? Don't even waste your time with the GoPro. If they're a Fortune 1000 company, like just be realistic, right? We don't believe in setting goals we can't attain. We believe in setting goals that are just out of our reach. Okay, so make a list, and I want you to make a list of all the top people, then the mid-level people. Who are some? This is going to be hard. It's going to be easy to come up with the big names. It's going to be harder to come up with some of the middle ground names. Who are the people that have, they're bigger, but you think you could probably reach to them? Okay, this is going to be the most effective part of your list. I want you to be looking for companies that are not doing anything or much at all with YouTube. If they are, if you are reaching out to a company that is already working with YouTubers bigger than you, you might think, oh, they're a great sponsor. In reality, they already understand the rates of sponsorship and they understand the stats, and your channel probably won't qualify unless you've got 5,000 to 10,000 subs. Okay, so I want you guys to be very realistic about who these are. You want to look for a company that you can teach them what to do. So if you make mistakes, it's like they don't even know. They don't even know you made. They just think this is how sponsorship goes. Okay, the third list of people that I want you to have on your list, okay, these are going to be local businesses. Local businesses or very small businesses, okay? These actually might come from Instagram or Facebook ads. You know, I was talking to Nick Nimmin the other day, and he was saying how we were talking about the news feed. He's like, I don't spend too much time in my news feed. I think that's awesome. Like, Facebook for me is a lot of time in my groups and engaging in my groups. However, I go into the news feed just to see the ads, just to see the companies that are out there, especially local companies, okay, and see what people are up to. This third group of local and small companies, this is going to be your best bet. You're going to get most of your introductory deals. They're going to be very, very low dollar amounts, but that's okay because you want to get in at low dollar amounts so that you can learn how to have a sponsor. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You want to learn how to have a sponsor and how to take money. How many of you guys right now today could take money from a sponsor? You have a credit card processing machine. Put CC yes in the comment section if you have a credit card machine. If you don't, put CC no, okay? Brand's not going to pay you cash, man. They're going to invoice you, right? You're probably going to get paid 30 days after the video comes out, right? And that's okay. That's how business works. It's fine, okay? With a lot of these guys, once you sign on the dotted line, you'll get your money, right? You just got to get them to sign, so think about that. So a lot of people coming in. Doc Rock is saying CC yes. Andrew Can is saying CC no. Harley Peebly, good to see you, Harley. CC no. Tuchuk, CC yes. The Ads Agency, CC yes. Starling Grimes. Okay, good. So you guys have, here's the thing. Kathy Fitz says, does PayPal count? Yeah, PayPal absolutely counts. You can absolutely set up a PayPal system that takes a credit card. You know what's also a great system is, what's it called, man? FreshBooks is another one. Get FreshBooks. That's like $9 a month, maybe. I think it's still somewhere around there. What is the other one that I used to use? It'll come to me. I did a video on my channel about it, okay? Addicted to Profit is saying all you need is Square and PayPal. Dude, amazing. I'm giving you the audience cheering for that one. Yeah. Yeah, you need to have a way. Okay, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that a little bit more and how you're going to get money from people. Because it's awkward, guys. It's super awkward to get money from people, and you just have to know how to do it and do it a few times. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a list of all the potential sponsors that you could have for your channel. You want to have 50 to 100 people on that list. So here's my thing. Make a goal that by January 31st, January 31st, the end of January, you have a list of 100 potential sponsors, right? For those of you that are ambitious, January 1st, just hustle an hour a day for the next 5 days and just look people up, right? Companies that sell this. Look at the products that you use in your videos. Look at the things you use every day. Are you dealing with a lot of baby stuff? Baby products? Reach out. Pacifier companies, diaper companies, baby powder companies. You know, there's a lot of these new powder and lotion companies popping up all over the place. If you're dealing with tech and cameras and drones, all right? Drone companies, tech distributors, right? Different websites that sell tech. Think about how that could work for your channel, okay? Addicted to Profit said, no babies here. What do you do, Addicted to Profit? Are you like an affiliate marketing channel? Would love to know more. Your name sounds a lot like something that I would watch on YouTube. Tana does tech. So Tana, you should definitely be looking at technology companies. You should be looking at local tech companies and like Radio Shack. And I mean, that's too big, but you get what I'm saying. Different people, camera stores in your area, or even people that sell weirdo tech products, right? These one-off. This guy sells a golf club that has an adjustable neck. I mean, that's tech. Like, check it out. Like, see if you can get some stuff there. Toddlers and fitness, boom, there you go. Crypto Cruisin' is saying most companies, I wish I could pop the comments on screen. Maybe we'll do that for the next one. Most companies really won't touch channels that are below 10K subs. I just don't agree with that. I think the big companies are going to have a certain standard, Crypto Cruisin'. So you bring up a good point. It is to be acknowledged that you bring up a great point. But the smaller YouTubers, you guys need to be practicing now. You need to start reaching out to people in your communities. If you have a health and fitness channel Fit Mama Tata, you should be going, I think, to meetup groups locally and finding the fitness coaches. You should be going to the local gyms and the boot camps, and you should say, hey, look, I want to do a week at your boot camp. I'll do 3 videos on it, okay? And I get a free pass to your boot camp. Sorry, as I'm like stripping here. I'll give you a free I want a free pass to the boot camp and $1,000. Right? And now, customer, you'll have all of these videos of an unbiased third-party vlogger sharing your service that you'll be able to share all over the web. And that goes back into productizing, okay? So we'll get into that a little bit later. I don't want you guys to forget about the people that are at your local chamber of commerce, right? When you're out and about, look at the businesses that you're around. Does the local yogurt shop want to sponsor your video and you'll shoot 3 vlogs for them? It's all about thinking of yourself more like a product. Here's a good one. How can I get someone to pay for my video production? How can I get someone to pay for my video production? That's what you want to think about as a creator doing videos. And you need to find businesses, right? A business, $1,000, $3,000 is pennies for them. But would that dramatically change your month? $3,000 from a yogurt stand, yeah, fine. Okay, we got $3,000. We're afraid to ask for it because it's a lot of money to us. But wouldn't $3,000 over 3 months change you? Right? Imagine that, guys. Imagine that your local yogurt shop is paying you $1,000 a month to shoot 1 vlog, 2 vlogs a month in front of their store and come in and get yogurt. But Owen, what if I hate the yogurt shop and I hate their yogurt? Then don't work with that yogurt shop, dude. Right? At no point am I saying you should sell out your soul. In fact, I got a product from somebody who shall remain nameless because I love the guy. I got a product from somebody that I absolutely love. I absolutely cannot use the product. And that's kind of where it ended. Thanks for the gift. I appreciate it. It didn't work for us. And I'm not going to go make a video that crushes you. I'm not going to go make a video that slams your product. That's uncouth, right? It's not what I do. Right? I only promote products I live for and believe in. And hey, we're up to 68 live viewers. I love that you guys are here, and I appreciate you being here. I want to say what's up to Evan Carmichael, who's logging in. And let me tell you something about Evan Carmichael. The essence of who I want to be as a video creator. Really an amazing guy. So Evan Carmichael is saying, if Owen was going to make a yogurt flavor, what would it be? Probably Strawberry Hustle, bro. Oh, Air 5. Air 5. I love it. The Vanity E-Makeup is saying, I do makeup tutorials and reviews. Okay. I do makeup tutorials and reviews, right? If you are a beauty channel and you want to get sponsors and you're small like the Vanity E-Makeup and you do tutorials and reviews, you need to do a Google search for everybody in your area who's an esthetician, who does permanent makeup, who does eyebrow microblading. You need to look up all the local people in your area that are like hairstylists is a good one. What's the one I'm thinking about? Wedding day stuff, right? Wedding day hair, wedding day makeup artists. There are a ton of makeup artists in your town, I promise you. If you live in the U.S. or in the Western world, there are people there that have a side hustle, right, of doing makeup. You can reach out to those people. You feature them in your videos, and they pay you for that. Well, why would anyone ever pay me for that? Because everybody's looking for publicity, number one. And number two, because of the way that you present it to them, okay? So the first tip I have for you is make a list, okay? The second tip I have for you is make a video showing how sponsorship works on your channel, okay? The second tip I have for you is make a video that shows how sponsorship works on your channel. Now, there's a couple different ways to do this. And by the way, I've given this tip to so many people, and they won't do it. And I hope you're watching right now, bro. Do this, and you will sell more sponsorships. Here's a big rule of the S word, selling. I know you guys don't want to sell, so I'm going to teach you to just do things without even knowing that they're actually sales techniques, okay? Your buyer, your sponsor, has to envision themselves using your product, using your sponsorship package. So what you want to do is create a video, and it can be one of two things. Number one is like a tour video, where you say, hey, everybody, I'm Owen Video, and I wanted to show you how sponsorships work on my channel. Step number one, we have a lower third sponsor. Boom, and the lower third pops up. We also have a bumper sponsor, and that looks like this. And then boom, you play the bumper sponsor. But we also have an email marketing sponsor. Our list is da-da-da-da-da. You know, and it's kind of like a video media kit. Okay, it's kind of like a video media kit. But you want to show them these lower thirds, these bumpers that have a template logo on them so that they can envision their logo on your video. Putting them in the point of seeing this happen is huge, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to make a video. That's one way to make it. Another way to make it is to actually do a video with a fake sponsor or a free sponsor or anybody's sponsor. So here, this is actually key. This is actually a huge note. You need to make at least one video with a fake sponsor, okay? Now, here, what does that mean? Does that mean lying? Of course not, guys. If you ever think I'm promoting that you lie, either I misspoke or you misheard me. That is never a part of an honorable businessman or creator, okay? We never want to intentionally mislead people. But you want to reach out to someone like your cousin who has a gym, and you want to say, will you be a sponsor for my show for $10, right? Give me $10 so I can say it was a business deal, right? I could say I got my first sponsor, okay? And then make a video with her stuff in place. So now you've got a video that you can show people, hey, this is how we treat a sponsor. Does that make sense to you guys? I see your questions coming in, and I'm going to get to them. I'm going to take a break in between every little thing, and I'm going to go to. So you need to make a video, okay? Reaching out, reaching out to that shows exactly what a sponsor would look like, so that when you're talking to potential brands, you can show them what they're expecting. This is a big problem with brands because they don't know what the heck you're going to do. They're going to give you $10,000. They hired this wacko artist, and by the way, that is how business people think of us as creators. They think that we're wackos, right? We're the starving artist, la vie bohème, right? The life bohemian, the life artist. I get it. I get it, dude. I'm wearing a Christmas jacket on a live stream in my home studio, right? I'm a weirdo with you. Where we really make a lot of progress is when we start to speak their language a little bit, okay? And that's why speaking their language is very, very helpful. So I want you to make at least one video, okay, that you can show people how a sponsorship works on your channel. Okay, so I'm going to the questions now. And I'm having a hard time kind of like just keeping up. Launchpad Astronomy is saying, can you clarify what a bumper sponsor is? Okay, so a bumper is the 3-second to 10-second opening intro to your show. Maybe some of you guys don't even have one, okay? But the way that we see a lot of shows is like, hey, welcome to today's show. We're going to talk about, this on the Family Vlog channel. And then bing, bing, bing. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show, right? That bing, 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 that's your opening bumper. Does that make sense? Okay, so your opening branding mark, if you don't have one, you don't need one. You can still create one every time you sell a bumper sponsorship. Get it? Get it with me? Now, I hope I'm not moving above your heads, guys. I really hope I'm not. This is content that I want to be teaching at ClamorCon this year. Last year, I spoke on building a course. And here's the thing. At the top level, at 100,000, like Melissa Maker, who has 1 million subscribers and a thriving business, and she's launching a product line, major YouTube talent, okay? I met her last year at ClamorCon, which is an invite-only influencer event, and she saw my presentation on building a course, and she goes, that's exactly what I need. She's actually building her course right now because of what she saw me say this last spring. Here's my point, guys. As you're building your channel, I want you to start noticing what these big YouTubers are doing, because you're going to be a big YouTuber someday. And you've got to start thinking, well, if they're building courses, I should be building courses. If they're getting sponsors, I should be getting sponsors. And you want to start doing that now. Okay, as you progress. So a bumper sponsor is simply taking a thing you're already doing anyway and putting the company's logo on top of it that says brought to you by. think about soap operas, right? This is how television began. The soap companies, Palmolive, they would take their profits and create these television shows, videos that people would watch. And at the very beginning of the show, there'd be like an opening song. And at the end of the song, it would say presented by Palmolive, presented by Dial, presented by Soap Company. That's what a bumper sponsor is. You could literally, in your show, you know who does this really well? What's the name of the guys is it like Riot TV? Is it Laugh Riot TV or something? These channel, they show how to do AE effects. They will always stop their streams and be like, hey guys, we're going to take a break out for an obscenely gross profit break. And then they'll go to a screen that just says a company's name and it plays like elevator music. That's one of their sponsorship programs, right? Beautiful, beautiful package. So now you've got like, okay, I can sell a lower third sponsor, and I can sell a bumper sponsor, and I can send an email out. Now I've got this 3-part package I can sell to people for $1,000. You see where I'm going? Am I losing you? If I'm losing you guys, bookmark this and watch this again, because you'll watch this in a year and you'll go like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Okay? So Steve Believe is saying, I can't keep up with the chat and listening. I hope you choose to listen, because you can always chat in the comments afterwards. So gross when I spit on my own mic and I'm like sitting here looking at it. You know what I mean? Good. Ram Jans is saying, I'll be your first fake sponsor. Dubstep Asinine is saying, how can I get a sponsor for my channel? The first step is make a list. The second step is make a video showing people what a sponsorship looks like. Okay, so what else? We had another question come in. Paul Peck is saying, I'm sponsored by Owen Video. I wish, bro. I'd love to figure out a program, though, Paul, where you and I could somehow work together to talk to the tradespeople and maybe work something out there. Can you ping me on Facebook, actually, when you get a chance? I'd love to talk about that. Okay, so Mojo Zlidak, is saying, how about as an author, I sponsor through my publishing company, which is under a different name. I love it. Okay, so what he's saying is, I'm an author, but I have a company, and my company sponsors my YouTube channel. I love that. I love that. Here's what that does. But I've done that for years. Nick Nimmin does that now with his live stream. Live stream brought to you by Tuber Tools, right? What that does is it shows other brands that you know how to handle sponsors. You get that? It shows other brands that you know how to handle sponsors. And so it accomplishes step 2, make a video that shows that you know how to do sponsors. So having that, what I call a fake sponsor, or even just a temporary sponsor, or a evergreen sponsor like you're doing right now, is a brilliant idea, and I'm glad to hear you saying this. Driving Lessons by BMS is saying, this is interesting. Thanks, man. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're listening. Let's see. Roberto does that a lot too. You guys, Roberto's a beast. Rant Jams is saying, Walmart sponsors me. They pay me $11 an hour. I love it, dude. I love it. And by the way, guys, the funnier your comments are, the more likely I'll read them. And I want to get your comments on the screen. I'm gonna kind of work on that. Let's see. I had Crypto Cruising is saying, a bumper is like a radio jingle before the show. You're exactly right, guys. It's a bumper is, remember Breaking Bad? Who saw Breaking Bad? Hopefully we all did by now. Hopefully it's not so old that it's like, what's Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad changed television, first of all, okay, if you guys didn't know. But in Breaking Bad, they'll show like the hook, right? They'll show a 5-minute, 2-minute hook. And then after that, it goes to the music. Brown, brown, brown. Remember? That's the bumper. Okay, that's the bumper. Right? And then after that is what? The commercials, the sponsors. You understand? You understand how it works? And that's how that's how it works. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to, I know, sorry guys, if I missed your question, like ask it again. Tag TubeBuddy. Steve Believe is saying your jacket is sexy. I know. Harley Pebbly is saying, I'm so old I don't know Breaking Bad, right? It's like you're texting on your jitterbug phone. You know, I love it. Okay, so let's talk about step number 2. Guys, I'm going to lose you on this one, so I'm going to be really quick. Step number 2 is create a 15-minute call. Okay, now you're going to go, just take my advice on this and just do this. Go to calendly.com, calendly.com. approachable.com and set up a free account. This is a program that links automatically to your schedule. You cannot have sponsorship conversations over email. I mean, you can start there, but you have to bridge the digital divide. You have to get them on the phone because they're going to want to talk to you, and you should be willing to talk to them. Okay? You create up a 15-minute call, and you have to go to Calendly to learn how to do that. But when you're done, it will give you a customized link. Now, when anybody clicks that link, it will go directly to a page that syncs with your calendar availability, right? So if I were you and you work at Walmart, but you want to like have time available to speak to sponsors, I would set up your schedule on Calendly so that you can only take calls. You can see this microphone is like killing me in my ears. It's in my shirt. You're going to go set up a call. You can only take calls Monday at 7 a.m. And remember, sponsors are international. So if someone calls you from Poland, you want to be ready to take them. So like Monday, like weekdays, 7 a.m., 12 p.m. lunch break, and 6 p.m. after you're home from work. So it's only like 15 spots a week that you can even take a sponsorship call. Okay, what you guys are going to do, I'm going to show you how all of this works in a second. First, you need the tools, right? So you set up a 15-minute call. Okay, and you're just going to leave that there. Then I want you to go buy a custom domain. Now, this is optional. This is for those of you that have a couple bucks. I want you to go buy a custom domain for $10, and it should be something like sponsordubstep.com, right? Or Dr. Sten's sponsorprogram.com, right? Think about this. The 15-minute call. Oh, Mojo Seedlack is saying, I'm moving to Poland soon. Awesome. Awesome to know. I am sponsored by a company in Poland. Hiya! Right? Global, baby. Global. All right, so 30-day reviews is saying I already got one. 3D music converter. Ooh, that's cool. I got to see what your channel's about. What is it about, music converter? I'd love to hear. Tag me, by the way. Tag me so I can see it. Okay, so here's what you're going to do eventually. When somebody says they're interested and they want to know more, you're going to send them a 15-minute call link. Okay, and I call it a call, but it's really like a Skype meeting. You could even do Google Hangouts. Or YouTube Live is what it's called. But newsflash, kiddos, it's Google Hangouts. You know what I mean? For those of us that were around 10 years ago. You could send them a Google Hangouts link. Easy. And just meet with them on Google Hangouts, right? So you want to be in a place. You want to be in a place where someone can say, hey, I'm interested. And then you say, oh my gosh, that's so great. I'd love to talk to you more. Why don't you visit? Why don't you go? Let's set up a 15-minute call where I can share with you how the sponsorship program works and get a bigger sense for what it is you're looking for and see if there's a fit. Go to my link. It's rantjams15.com. Okay? And so they click on that link. They go to your calendar where they can set up a 15-minute call. Guys, nobody's doing that. I got one of my clients, okay, I teach a class on this kind of things, okay? And you can go to my website, owen.video, and you can go to the Work With Us form and fill it out. You don't have to work with me, but fill it out so that we know what you're doing and we can have a conversation. We can do a 15-minute call, or we can find, just keep you in the waiting list, right? If you want to know when the next class opens up and we do this kind of stuff, you can join us for that. Okay, so I teach on this stuff, and one of my students, a guy named Graham, has a phenomenal Facebook Live show. He's launching on YouTube next year, 2019. And he went back and forth with a Polish company on the sponsorship deals, and we couldn't get it to close. Okay, but we did get the appointment. We did get the offer, so it worked. The problem is that you need that face-to-face time, right? You need to be like on the phone with them and telling them about the deal. So creating the 15-minute call thing is essential. Okay, the next thing, tip number 4, is you need a media kit. Okay, you need to get a media kit made, and you can do this by going onto Fiverr.com and search for media kit. Okay, search for media kit. Okay, Crypto Cruising is saying you can schedule a call in Zoom and have a diary as well. That is what I would call advanced Crypto Cruising, and great call. In fact, guys, if you're digging the stuff that I'm putting out here, like Crypto Cruising, I want to invite you to my Facebook group. Okay, in my Facebook group, we talk a lot more. It's less about creators and more about the business side of video, right? The video marketing side. So we talk about sponsors, we talk about ads, we talk about selling, we talk about Facebook, we talk about YouTube. But if you're into that kind of thing, then join my group. And you're all invited, but Crypto Cruising specifically, because you just mentioned that, I think that you'd be a great contributor to that group. And we'd love to hear more about what you're doing. Okay, Kathy fits in the group, right? Kathy, you're in my group with me. And Dr. Sten is actually one of the students in the beta course group as well. So you guys know. So Sheen Boo is saying I have an affiliate. Well, we'll get to that later. Let's continue the conversation about sponsors. Okay, so you need a media kit. You need to go to Fiverr.com and get a media kit made for you. And it might cost you $25 to $100, depending on how nice you want it. But you need to have a PDF. Okay, a PDF document that is uploaded to Dropbox or Drive so that you can send it to people with a link. Easy as that, right? Send it to people with a link, okay? Now, the last thing that you need to get, so you need a media kit. You can go to Fiverr.com. You want go to Canva.com. Set up a free account at Canva, and they have a media kit template. Canva's like an online Photoshop, but it's amazing, right? Some things it can't do. You can't do strokes. You can't do drop shadows. There's some weird things like that. But for the most part, there's some ways around that, right? But you know, there's some limitations, but it's phenomenal. In fact, the thumbnail we made for my podcast this morning, we don't have a thumbnail. We just got it on Canva real quick. So I want you to think about that. I want you to go get a media kit made wherever you can. And if you want to go search, right, search on the web, media kit examples. And you'll find examples of what a media kit is, okay? We'll get to that. Okay. Mojo is saying, I just joined the group, and he loves Canva. Okay, 30-day reviews, amazing questions, saying, why do you need a PDF and not a JPEG with all the info? It's okay to have a JPEG, but you need a PDF because that's the language that the sponsor's gonna read. The sponsor, the business person, is not the artist like you. Okay, so we're thinking JPEGs for lots of reasons. Shareability, the brightness of color. But first of all, a lot of email programs at companies will filter that stuff out. For example, this email has an image attached. It's out. It's in the spam folder. Whereas a PDF is a professional document. So companies are used to putting those through. The other part of that is mobile accessibility, right? You want to make sure that device shrinks down to the mobile device in case your sponsor is looking at this on a mobile phone. So it's not bad to have a JPEG. And if you do have a JPEG, you should embed it into a page in your website so that it looks like a web page. Huge. But the PDF is what you're going to attach to emails to show people what it is that you're looking for, okay? And the final thing is this, okay, the fifth thing you need, and then I'm going to share with you guys how to bring this all together. The fifth thing you need is a CC authorization. You need to be able to charge credit cards. So if somebody, and along with that, guys, you need a CC authorization form and a contract. So actually, let's change that. You need a contract, okay, and you need a form, okay? So when the customer says yes, you want to be able to send them a document that says, great, here's what we're agreeing to. Please put your credit card numbers here. And you can get one of these easily. Go to like templates.com and get a form, a credit card form, name, address, email, billing address, and then you want to have a button that says, is your billing address, this is all on a form, by the way, is your billing address the same as your mailing address, whatever. And you know why you're doing that? Because you have to have the right billing address to charge a card. Yeah, you have to. If you don't put the right address in, it's not going to go through. Make sure you get the credit card number, the expiration date, and the 3-digit code. Okay, right now, guys, I'm telling you how to actually take money. This is probably the most. It's so funny. We're down to 51 viewers now, which is fine. I'm so glad for the 51 that are here. But the most important thing that will change your life, I'm saying right now. And here's the thing, guys. I want to congratulate you for still being on this call. I know this is a tough call, right? Because what a lot of creators want to hear is just make videos and brands will reach out to you and offer you money. It will not happen like that. It will not happen like that. Okay? What's going to happen is you're going to reach out to brands, you're going to show them what you offer, and then they're going to give you money. And even when they do give you money, what would you do right now today if a company called you and said, Sheen Boo, I've been watching your channel. It's awesome. We want to sponsor you for $3,000. Here's my credit card number. Are you prepared to take that credit card number? Can you even accept money from a sponsor that would pay you? Right? So why did creators tune out the moment we start talking about money? If you don't create a water slide, a portal, a pathway, a tunnel where you can connect the sponsor to your bank account, you think Shay Carl doesn't have a credit card processing machine? Do you think that Casey Neistat's company can't process credit cards? Do you think companies are sending him checks? No. They're direct depositing into his bank account. Okay? So you guys need to know about that. Rant Jams is saying, good point, Owen. Addicted to Profit is making some comments. I can save everybody the trouble, just give me your money. Rant Jams, I can save everybody the trouble, just give me your money. Otter Creek Aquatics is like, what did I miss? Like everything, dude. Everything. Oh, Tech Bites with Ron Nutter. Tech, I want you in my Facebook group. Go to that link above. It's bit.ly/video group FB, capital FB. Ron says if they pay with an American Express card, which many businesses do, they want a 4-digit code, not a 3-digit code. Most companies you won't need, or most credit card processing, you don't need the 3-digit code, but get it anyway for the 1 or 2 that do need it, and it's just an added layer of protection. Kathy Fit is saying, this is great info. I love it, Kathy. I'm glad that you do it. Adam Pastel saying, I joined the group. Good stuff on here. So glad. Dr. Sten is saying, PDFs will scale without losing quality. Again, you're getting it. You get why we do this. So I love it. Okay, so here's what we've talked about, guys. Here's all 5, and then I'm going to bring it all together. So I've given you the 5 components you need for a sponsorship to get sponsors. You need to make a list of all the sponsors that would potentially sponsor your channel, even if you're super small. If you're super small, you need to find business owners that are super small. That's it. It's as easy as that. And practice now. Practice getting sponsors now for $10, $25. The big question is, how can you get someone to pay for your video production? Okay, so make a list of all potential sponsors. You're going to make a video of what a sponsorship package on your channel looks like. If you've already had a sponsor on your channel, just use that video if it was successful and if it was good. You need to go to calendly.com and set up a 15-minute call link, okay? You need to set up a media kit. You need to have a media kit made. And then finally, you need to have an agreement form with a CC authorization. What that means, guys, is name, address. A CC auth is a sheet of paper that says credit card authorization. And then it says, I agree to give Starlin Grimes, right, $3,000 for 3 months of sponsoring his YouTube channel. That's it, right? And then it says name, address, phone number, billing address. You don't even need his, right? Just say billing address. Credit card numbers. A credit card, guys, is 16 digits. Okay, so put enough room for 16 digits, an expiration, a 3-digit code, and then a little dot, a line where they can signature it. They can sign it. And you're going to use like hellosign.com, which is free. Or if you guys have Adobe, just use Adobe DocuSign. Okay, I don't know if you knew this. You can put that document, that form, into Adobe Acrobat and then send it to the customer's email, and then they can sign it on the internet. Amazing, amazing feature, okay? So now, once you have all of those 5 things in place, you're going to start the process of getting sponsors. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to start with your list, and you're going to start with the smallest companies on the list. And what you're going to do is you're going to tweet them, and you're going to tell them, hey, I would love to do sponsorship packages with you. You reach out to them, I love your company. I use your products all the time. Would love to talk about sponsoring a deal with you, right? And you are going to tweet them until you get calls back. Okay, so you're not going to blow them up, but maybe once a week you're going to tweet them. Now, I'll give you this. In a month, they don't tweet you back, which would be rare. Move on. Go to the next one. But, you know, you tweet them every day and you're like, oh my, or every week, oh my gosh, your products are great. We'd love to talk about a sponsor for your channel. Hey, have you ever sponsored a YouTube channel? Here's what it might look like. And you'll send them a link to the video. Now you're going to send them another tweet. Hey, have you ever thought about sponsoring my YouTube channel? Here's a look at my media kit and what the rates look like. And so now you're sending them this stuff on a weekly basis, just real casually. Just, hey, I'd love to work with you. Hey, I'd love to work with you. Hey, I'd love to work with you. And you're going to do that via Twitter. Why? Because the social media manager runs their Twitter. And the social media manager is paid to look for opportunities. So you want to present opportunities to them. Guys, I have never reached out to a company on Twitter, never, that did not respond and say, tell me more. Never. Now, not all of them became a deal. But who cares, right? Many of them did. GetResponse became a deal that way. I made a video that showed them what sponsoring my channel would look like, and I sent it to them, and their social media manager called me up almost right away. Couple conversations. I sent her my media kit. Okay? We set up a 15-minute call. On that call, right, we looked at my media kit. We decided on a package. She signed my contract form. And you know how she paid me? With direct freaking deposit. You know? So it's a good thing I had that form ready to take this money from a giant company. Not only that, that social media person that hired me has left the company. But guess what? I'm still in with the company. And you know what they did? They referred me to a company called Click Meeting, a sister company. And now I'm working with them. And that, in fact, they paid me to do an influencer deal just last week. $500 for 1 hour. Right? Guys, this is all stuff I've actually done, and I've actually taught YouTubers like you how to do it. But you know who's actually having success? The 50,000 subscribers and 100,000 subscribers and up. You know why? Because they're thinking of themselves like a business now. They understand that when they're creating, they're an artist, but when they're getting business, they're a business person, and they're structuring themselves that way. So once you have all those tools in place, you are going to start contacting them on Twitter. And then you're going to start contacting them via their emails through their website. So you're going to go to their website. You're going to say, hey, I have interest, fill out their forms. And again, you're going to fill out their forms. You're not going to send any links. You're just going to say, hey, I'm very interested in working with you. Have you ever worked with a YouTuber as a sponsor before? And you're not going to say, hey, I only have 200 subs. Hey, I only have 2,000, watches on my channel, views on my channel. You're not going to say that. Dude, keep that for your TubeBuddy streams. Vent that information when you're here with me. When you're out talking to your friends, 200 subs is amazing. It's 200 more than they have. You know what I'm saying? And to the business owner that knows nothing about sponsors, 200 subs is like, wow, really? Right? They don't know. Oh, over 10K against my sales. I pay back 30. I have no idea what you're talking about. But it looks cool. Addicted. 30-day reviews is saying, what about all those companies that aren't on Twitter? If they're not on Twitter, do you think they're going to sponsor a YouTuber? Okay? That's why we use Twitter, okay? It pre-qualifies these companies, right? You're going to reach out to these companies, and they're just deadbeats. Like, they don't get it, and that's not your lead, but you needed them. You needed to call 10 to get 1. So if they're not on Twitter, the quick answer is go to their website. But if they're not on Twitter, I'd also go to their website, but also put them down to like, they're probably not going to get this, okay? And what if you're not active on Twitter? Dude, I'm not very active on Twitter. I sort of jump into Twitter when people tag me, and I love it when people tag me, okay? You Do It's there, Nick Nimmon's there, Daryl Eves is there, Carlos Gill, I love it, okay? But I'm not active there. My focus is YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, okay? You don't need to be active on Twitter to reach out to someone on Twitter. I'm not active on my telephone. I never use my telephone. Like my actual, let me call somebody and hello. But when I do a 15-minute call, hell yeah, I use the telephone because they do, right? But I don't need to use it every day to use it one time to get money for my channel. Does that make sense? Okay. Thank you, Owen, for his advice and tips. You're welcome, Blue Links. The ads agency is saying I couldn't find you on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Owen Video. Rant Jams is saying I disagree, Owen. MySpace is where it's at. Rant Jams, you and I might be brothers. 30-Day Reviews is saying I've gotten a bunch of people of emails of many men's grooming are more in IG, not on Twitter. Okay, all right, I'll give you that. I think that's great. Reach out to them on IG. That's fine. On Instagram, isn't it a little tougher? Don't you have to both follow each other? Whereas on Twitter, you can just tweet them, right? You can just tweet out to them, and only you and like if you use their @ tag in the beginning, only they and you and your mutual followers will see it, right? So that's kind of the Twitter approach. I personally have never used Instagram to get a sponsor. I've used Twitter and email, and it works every time. Well, it works when it works. How about that? But it's successful. Okay, the J-Vlog. Who are you, J-Vlog? J-Vlog, I want you in my Facebook group. Can someone share the link? The J-Vlog, the J-Vlog says, it just, I just lost it. Oh, you can also piggyback on local businesses via Google Maps and link to your review video. Absolutely, guys. You should be looking at local businesses on Google and just, again, baby products, tech companies. I mentor. So I mentor young married men as part of a group. I believe in human potential and being the best that we can be. And so I have a special heart for like young guys that got married and they're just like trying to be a great dad, a great husband, and a great man. So I mentor a group like that. One of these guys, he didn't have a job, and he says, he's like, oh, and there's nobody hiring out there. There's nobody hiring out there. And I said, bro, there are hundreds of companies hiring that you don't even know about. All these business parks, all these business centers. There's one building down the street that you probably pass every day that has hundreds of businesses in them that you have no idea about. One of them probably is like a gift basket company. One's probably like a lotion company. One's probably like a t-shirt company. And they're renting a small space because they do a ton of online business in Asia, right? But they live in Cincinnati. You know what I mean? You don't even know how huge the business community is in your little town, right? So go to Google and find out. You're going to find all these little small businesses that you could be reaching out to. Okay, running out of time, so we got to go. Crypto is saying, hang on, you can actually make phone calls on a phone. Since when is that a thing? That's funny. Steve Believe Guitar is saying, I quit Twitter. I couldn't grow at all there. I grew on Twitter, but the engagement is not there. A whole bunch of people followed me that don't log on anymore. You know what I mean? It's a challenge, but I know some guys are crushing it. Sheen Boo is saying charge $500 a month plus ad spend. I love that. I don't know what you're talking about, but I love that you said that. That sounds amazing. Okay. Let's see. I had another question. 50s something original says, Owen, so much I'm going to be implementing when I get off this chat. Stoked. Addicted to Profit has 30,000 MySpace friends. Good for you, bro. That's hot. That's hot. Okay, so Love Mattas TV is saying, how much can we charge for a sponsorship? $500. Think about this. How much do you want to make for making one video? $500. Right? So go to everybody with a $500 sponsorship package, and they get everything. You'll do a bumper sponsor. You'll do a lower third sponsor. You'll send an email to your database. You'll do a Facebook post. You'll do all the things you're normally going to do, plus these 3 other things, right? Or whatever the case. And it's all for only $500. Owen, aren't I giving it all away? Yeah, dude, give it all away. Supply and demand. If no one's demanding sponsors for your channel, then you have got to increase the supply. You've got to say, you get this, and you have to make it stupid simple. You have to make somebody go, how could I say no to this? Remember that in Home Alone where the mom is like bribing the woman at the airplane? I'll give you my ring, my watch, a Rolex, my earrings, my food tickets, my plane tickets, just so I can go right now. It's like, how do you say no? That's how you need to, and maybe $500, maybe $300, okay? But for some of you, even $100 to sponsor my channel. Get $10 from your cousin. Get it going. I promise you this. You go out and you sell a sponsorship to your cousin or your uncle or your buddy who owns a business, and they're willing to sponsor you just to help you. It will change the way you view all of this. You'll make that video with $100 crisp dollars in your pocket, and you're going, I can't believe someone would pay me to do this. And you know what? Someone will pay you to do this. And all these thoughts of you're not good enough and you're never going to make it and you're going to fail are lies. They are lies that the culture tells you because they don't want you to succeed. You are brilliant. You are on a call today from a guy you don't know learning how to grow your YouTube creator business. You are amazing. And what you need to do is start telling people about what you do and how they can support you financially to get more exposure for them, but to help grow your business as well. Don't ever forget that, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the TubeBuddy channel. If you have questions, ask me in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer every single question. Thanks for being here today, guys. I'm Owen Video. I love everything about you, and I'll see you next time.